too silent. They thought we were gone. That we had fallen behind. But in the dark, we've been preparing. We've sharpened our skills. We've refined our craft. And now, we're back. A new era begins. 6 weeks of racing. 2 different formats. Sprint racing and 75-minute races. 6 tracks. Nürburgring, Germany. Kalami, South Africa. Monza, Italy. Silverstone, Great Britain. Barcelona, Spain. Spa, Belgium. SARCO Season 1 2025. Brought to you by Lekker Rubber with NAG. Supported by MSI, ALM Solutions, VA Auto Repairs and Celtic Tuning Midrand. Audi car owners looking for top-notch car service and repair without breaking the bank? At VA Auto Repairs, we're the VW and Audi specialist you can trust. Our expert team ensures quality repairs and maintenance with a guarantee of satisfaction. From brakes to engine overhauls, we can handle it all. Your car is in good hands. RMI approved, we deliver excellence at fair prices. Your safety and satisfaction, our top priorities. Book your car service today. Visit our website or call 011 315 4001. And don't forget to quote SARCO when making your booking. VA Auto Repairs, your trusted partner in vehicle care. And there has been a little bit of, how we say, nervousness happening. Turn 1 at Monza is generally where people are a little bit concerned. But for me, I'm always saying, well, we can always get through turn number 1 and 2 quite easily. It's that second chicane where things also can get a little bit all over the place, because you don't have that runoff like you have into turn 1. 100%. That's what we want. We want everybody just to settle down. But guys, to those of you who are watching, this has just dropped and they sent it to me. It is the winter edition of NAG magazine. It does come with 2 covers. How freaking awesome is that? I suppose I got the lights on that. But during the evenings today, we are going to be giving away some NAG magazines. So look out for that, guys. And we just wanted to mention last week's our driver of the day. That did go to Philip Minnar. The overtake of the day went to Matthew Wadley. We saw him opening up the line for Blicknote. Blicknote goes on the inside. He does a little cut back and then takes him around the outside through turn number 4. Absolutely fantastic. And then that Lance Take a Stroll Award. Unfortunately, that did go to Gideon with the little send up at the top of the hill. But in the background, I'm hearing the guys are starting to go out for qualifying. So I think let's head there and start catching some of that action. And I'm pretty sure that you're there now.
Okay, well, hopefully you can confirm. Hi, Antonio. Matthew Wadley was giving us the heads up, but here you go. You catch us as we go live. We're looking at the pit lane, and they're heading out for their quick lap. We're going to just switch this over into broadcast mode, and we should then be all up to date. And first men are out on track, so here we go.
And making use of our ACC TV cameramen this evening, that we are going to be able to catch the last corners. To see that is Herman Percival just slowing down a little bit, just to give himself a little bit of space between himself and the Griffin car that was ahead.
Let's sticks down the Monza front straight. Here we go, and heading down towards the like it or dislike it, T1 chicane. Hard on the brakes now from the 150 marker as they turn in, and this is where guys' nerves are going to be on their case. For those of you who are unsure about the rule book, it's a one lap flying qualifier, so you only get one shot at this, and if you go off track or cross track limits and the lap doesn't count, that's it. You don't get another go. You go to the back of the grid for the start of the first sprint race. Same will happen for the second race, which will be later this evening. And believe me, Monza at night is a completely different track from Monza in the day.
And quite interestingly enough is that we've heard that some of the cars perform a little bit better here and there. The Ferraris apparently work better at the nights. We'll definitely need to keep our eye on that. Little shot of Frankie Bierkus. We know him, well, the name says Jean-Ray, but we know him as Frankie. Heading into turn number 1. We do have some cars lining up there. I don't know if you saw that. Obviously getting ready to have their flying lap. A little bit congested here. A number of cars here this evening. 45 cars currently of track of the 50 that have entered. 5 are not here. So lots going to be happening here this evening, Alan, with these two sprint races. So Herman Percival, let's see, he's going to be a crossing line. Where's this going to put him? That's going to put him first as we catch the next driver coming around. That is Etienne Mouton. He will across the line, so that gives him a line of 150, puts him into... I've lost him already. Yeah, seventh place. There we go. Next coming around the corner, will we catch him? There we go. So that is Brandon Holzhauser. He goes into a 7th place. Next up, Terry Wolford, currently out of the Parabolica, gonna cross the line. That's gonna put him into a 9th place. Next up, Johan van der Venter crossing for Sim Stuff Racing. That looks like that is his lap, and that puts him into a 9th place. Next up, Louis Safontaine crosses the line in 8th. Sorry, that was 14th. Next, Brandon Santos, 9th place there for him. Jean-Ray, we saw him earlier on as he heads towards the line. 13th there for him. Next up on the list, Chris Wall.
They're busy chasing Jude Neville, so he's in pole at the moment.
Sure, little breath there.
Yeah, Sean Larrera, here he comes in one of the Ford Mustangs, and he's going to cross the line, and he goes up into 3rd place. Your 700s off Jude Neville's current quick time, chasing a 147.8 as we now see.
It's Henry Mayer. He's going to cross the line to begin his lap. Next up is Dale Price. So on his fly, we'll catch him later. My name's Jeff. On a fly there himself. Next up, Christoph Peterson on a flyer now. Next
With
up,
the K.
Tyler Scott for Crazy Rabbits Racing. He's crossing line, beginning his lap now. Isham Domingo, so no lap has been put in yet, so this should be him starting his lap. But we still have Jude Neville in a 147.88. Isham taking that tighter line on the inside. That should be a quick lap there for him, minimizing the amount of track time that he has to cover. Mohat Musa, we've seen Mohat have a few little mishaps in terms of this qualifying. One lap qualifier, the guys love it, yet they hate it all at the same time. Matthew Wadeley, our overtake of the last week, he goes into a 9th place. Jabulani Mazivandondo, 12th. That's a great qualifying there for him. Tristan Herbst, he joins this evening, taking over from Liam. Liam deciding to pull out and giving the spot there to Tristan. Gideon Reno, he's starting his line. Next one up, Philip Minor on a flying lap there for him. So we're going to start getting the guys crossing line. 146.7 there for Henry Mayer.
Yeah, great time.
Rob van der Heerber, 15th there for him. Missed one there. Brandon Kruger on a flying lap himself.
Fleming Bauer bumps himself into 2nd place there, Dylan. So good recovery drive for him and up at the sharp end.
And we see Christoph with the K taking a 3rd there. Tyler Scott, that's going to be a valid lap. 23rd there for him. Michael Donaldson on his flying lap now. Next up, Sanjan Pillay. Flying lap beginning there for him. Isham Domingo, we saw his beginning of his out laps. 10th there for the Project Vapor driver.
Correct.
We'll catch Mohat Musa coming around the Parabolica. He's also looked like he's going to take that tight inside line. Crossing line that puts him into 7th place. Not a bad place to be starting. One of your boys there, Alan, crossing line. So Donald de Villiers on his flying lap now. Tristan.
Yep. Tristan Herbst in one of the Mercedes as he comes over the line.
19th for him. Next up, Gideon for Ominous Gaming. 12th for him. Philip Minor crossing the line. That's going to be first with a 146.49, followed by Henry Platt into 12th. Flip Van Sale, 24th there for him. Andres Rodeo through the last corner. A very, very tight line there for him. And again, cutting this inside corner as much as he can.
Okay, and the shortest line to line now, and that puts him
into 6th place. Johan Blocknote, 4th there for him. Michael Donaldson, this will be the start of his lap, and nearly taking out that pit entry bollard. That's good enough for 4th there for him. Sanjan Pillay, where's this going to put him as he crosses the line? That's 14th for him. Chris Heinecker, 6th. That's a great lap there for the Porsche.
Yeah,
we've only
Porsche's got good here.
2 more drivers on track to put in a lap time. Donald de Villiers through the last corner, and just behind him is Darren Miller. So it's going to be a PWSR crossing the line shortly. Love the little blue logo at the back. Daniel goes into 5th, followed by Darren. I lost Darren. Where did he go, Darren? I didn't see Darren's time. I clicked on
25th. 148.6. Yeah.
Sure. Talk about absolute mayhem in the qualifying, but I think we did a pretty decent job there. We might not have got every single one of them, but I definitely think we got the majority.
That's the beauty of that app. You can clearly pick up each driver as they come along versus us trying to find them on the timing sheet. So good job. Well done there, Dylan. So top 10, Philip Minnaar again up at the sharp end of the stick at 46.4. Henry Mayer in second place, 2 tenths back or 3 tenths. Fleming Bauer up into third. Michael Donaldson, fourth place. And fourth place is a second back from Philip. That's how quick he is. De Villiers in fifth place, a couple of tenths behind Michael Donaldson. Blichnote 6. Chris Heineke in 7th in the Porsche. Christoph Pedersen with a K in 8th. My name is Jeff in 9th place in his McLaren. And Andres Aradia rounds out your top 10. And barring 2 McLarens, that is a complete top 10 mix of manufacturers, Dylan.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Mustang, McLaren, Ferrari, Nissan, Ford, Porsche, Honda. It's another McLaren. And then the BMW in 10th. So 3 McLarens. That's a great result for Monza. And there we go. That's the top 10 quali for first sprint race done and dusted. And great to have everyone on the YouTube channel. Hi, guys. Antonia shouting for her boy.
Almost. It was almost. It's like this. Jason Farmer, my boy.
I can't go that high. Good one. Beamer boys there. LC Jabir, good evening. Sunjan's there all days in the car. Tinas Buerta. And there we go. We're ready for 1.5 minutes countdown to the first sprint race coming to you live from Monza.
And as we like to do, we like to get a little bit of an overhead shot just for the first couple of corners. Just make sure that everybody does get through safely. And while we're just waiting for the last minute just to count down, let's just see what's happening. We've got Eugene Kleins, Brunswick Train Fam Farm Lover Videos. That's the name of the person, saying, hello, how are you doing today? Good afternoon. Well, it's a great evening here, we'll just say, Eugene. But clearly, wherever you are, it's in the afternoon. So somewhere in Europe, I'm assuming. Tina saying, Awe Masakinas, Awe. Sanjan giving us a little dab. Thanks for that, Sanjan. Now time for you to focus on what's happening in the car. Beamer Boy 44 saying, let's go, guys. Watch out for T1. Yes, that ain't no freaking understatement. I don't know how many times I warned him for turn number 1. Just be cautious. Yeah. I think I said about 4 or 5 times. Just be cautious.
You did.
And I also said the penalties on the incidents are hectic. Guys, so don't give us any.
Good looking field of cars out there, Dylan.
Live? Ellen?
Liveries look good, or everybody seems he's actually uploaded it to awesome liveries. That's the problem.
Sorry, I lost you there just for a second, but you're back, so all good?
All good. Copy.
So
there we go.
Beamer Boeing say, love the commentary, Dylan, wish I could come back. So that tells me that is somebody that I should know, and I don't recognize the name. Beamer Boy, who are you? Please, don't leave me hanging like this.
Introduction, please.
Okay, we are heading towards the start-finish line. Whew.
You keep the cameras here, and I'll watch a little bit further back, Dylan.
I'm not nervous, you're nervous.
I'm not nervous, I'm Alan. Go. Green, here we go, ladies and gents. And we're following the big Ford Mustang of... no, we're not. We're following the Ferrari of Gideon Renner at the moment.
Yeah, the camera is on Johan Blöcknote, who keeps jumping 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 9, 10, 10.
Oh, at the back.
Oof.
2, 3 cars and a few drive-ins. Through T1, 3, and another turnaround. All right, not so bad. There's a bit of wreckage left on the main straight, but they're getting going. But we're on our way and rolling. I'd say 95% of the field got through T1 there.
Okay, let's. That means that we're able to get back to this view, and in shot is Michael Donaldson. We've got Henry Mayer chasing down Philip Minnaar out in front. It is McLaren versus the almighty Mustang.
The almighty, I'm sorry, I missed that, yes.
As we start jumping down the order, you can just see how closely contested it is. And I actually just randomly clicked on the best livery, and yes, I am very biased as we go through some of the drivers. And that is Maroon Heineke behind Sanjan Pillay, and behind him is Mohat Musa, followed by Herman Percival. A little bit further back, and Etienne Mouton. He is trying to close that gap between himself and Darren Miller, who is right behind Dale Price. There's been a change of positions as Johan van der Ventel starts dropping down, with Tian Elof and Brandon Kruger starting to move up the order. Brandon Kruger down there, so that means something must have happened in the beginning of the race. Christoph Peterson also quite far down the order.
Yeah, there was a bit of coming together into T1. Just watching up at the front, Henry Mayer right on the back of Philip Minnaar. So some competition has been brought to the party in the name of Henry Mayer. Third place, Michael Donaldson looking very good, with De Villiers in fourth in the Nissan, and Blichnout not too far behind, chasing him down. That's your top five as they go into the second chicane.
So I just saw Jude Neville was quite high up, and all of a sudden he's now dropped down to 19th place. Thought I could get the replay. I panicked and missed the button and saw that Jude had already been moving. Ooh, lots of cars running through the little escape trap there.
Oh yes.
That's Sanjan Pillay a little bit wide as Musa takes advantage of their place and moves himself up one position, and he now has Michel Domingo and Herman Percival right behind him.
Right behind. He's got a whole gaggle of cars as they approach him. St. John had a very bad Lesma 1 coming through there and managed to keep it in a straight line, but has 6 or 7 cars all over the back of him. They're side by side as they come up to Ascari.
Just seen a message here by Sean Lorero saying meh. So obviously the start has not worked out very well there for him.
Jude Neville, that's bad luck, Sean.
Down in 19th place. We can just jump further back. That is Gideon getting a place up on Louis Serpentine with Fleming Bauer 0.3 behind Louis, and I'm pretty sure hoping to get this McLaren one position higher before they get to the end of the straight.
Yeah, Fleming quite far down. I think he also probably had some dramas through the first corners. As we watch him right in the slipstream behind Louis Serpentine's Ferrari, he moves up the inside, and someone coming out the pits there. Oh dear, what is going on in the background with that Mustang?
That looked like that was Frankie Bierkus, and he was bouncing all over the place. And it looks like that move, unfortunately, didn't come off, with Henry Platt right up behind Paul Fenter as they head through turn number 4 and 5. And then through the two Lesmos, a little kick up of the dirt there from Jason Farmer in the background.
Dill, if you want to move up to 4th and 5th place, they have all closed up on the back of Michael Donaldson.
So what got my attention is I saw the purple lap there from Henry Mayer, and he was right up behind Philip Minnaar.
Yeah.
But as we jump down, there's the battle between Philip and Henry, and here's the battle between Michael, Daniel, and Johan.
Henry seems to get really close, and he's got a huge draft now going on to the main straight. So if he's close enough, I think he'll give it a go up the inside of Philip Minnaar's Mustang. Henry Mayer's McLaren looking really quick, but Blichnout is right under the wing here of De Villiers' Nissan. And I think that Nissan's punching a huge hole in the wall. Still trying to close in on Donaldson, but Looknote's also going to have a look.
As they go into turn 1, Blackload is going to be on the inside. They're going to have to hold their lines. And Blackload decides to rather just slot in behind and go around the outside for that overtake into the next chicane. Just wanted to see what was happening here, because the gap between the two started closing up a little bit, but as they came out of the turn number 3, all of a sudden the gap just opened up just a little bit.
Henry Mayer does have some quicker parts around the track, and is certainly not letting Philip Minnow get away with this easily. And I think he's going to make a challenge. I think the McLaren's a little bit more slippery through the air, so we'll see how this goes.
So if you believed in close racing, here you go. Here's Ulrich being chased by Dale, being chased by Louis, being chased by Fleming, being chased by Elof.
Oh, there was almost a little bit of a rear end there.
Those 5 cars are within a second of each other.
Indeed. Sean saying we missed a huge pile up on the second chicane, so the drama was the second chicane. Sorry to hear, Sean.
And what did I do? I went and I called it, and I said generally the bigger drama is on the second chicane because there's not much space to go anywhere.
Yep.
I am
current leader lap times. Sorry.
I'm saying I am seeing some of the guys going into pits, and there has been a change of the fastest lap. Henry Mayer, who did have the previously on a 146.7, has now just been beaten by Philip on a 146.67, so 0.01 of a difference.
Yep, and you can see under braking into T1 how close he gets in the McLaren. So the Mustang has enough top legs, and even with that and being in the slipstream, Henry can't do anything about it yet. He's going to rely on possibly Philip making a mistake, which I don't see happening. But we'll keep you updated as to what happens here. We've got a change going on for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Michael Donaldson just going backwards right now. He's had a drama in either the first or second chicane, and he's dropped right out of this. He's all the way down in
6th.
Oh my word, I've actually lost him.
Michael Donaldson's in 6th.
6th, there he is. So yeah, they all went by through the second chicane. De Villiers goes into 3rd, Lucknote 4th, Chris Heineke in the Porsche moves to 5th, and Michael Busy now in 6th place.
Johan still trying to find an opportunity to get himself ahead of the yellow and black Nissan ahead of him, but this is 2 very, very big cars. I say being chased down, possibly. If I look at the lap times, is that 148.1 and a 148.2 by both Daniel and Johan, and Chris Heineke 147.6. So he is slowing them down, catching up to them.
Yeah, but I think they've been Daniel's been defending, and also the drama that happened earlier with Michael Donaldson. So that possibly slowed them down a bit, but. You're surely mistaken that that awesome liveried yellow and black PWSR car, wasn't it, Dylan?
It is a great livery, yes. But it's not my favorites. So just jumping back to the leaders as they go through turn number 3 towards the second chicane. You can see this McLaren of Henry Mayer not letting up the pressure just yet off Philip Minnow. And they've kind of been stuck within that half a second range for the last 2 or 3 laps now.
Dylan, can you drop us down to 18th?
That I can.
Mr. Waderley under a pile of pressure.
So that's Matthew being chased by Tian Elof, being chased by Ulrich, being chased by Dale, and Fleming Bauer. So starting to gather his wits about him a little bit further back, but he too is very much in this little battle. There he is. You can see him just behind the BMW there of Dale Price, and lots of pressure being applied there by Tian Elof.
Huge. This is a big Ferrari train. Jude Neville's a little bit up the road, but Wadeley, Percival, Elof, these three Ferraris, and they're side by side now as they come up to Ascari. Oh, a little bit of a bump there. Oh, and another big bump, and that has put paid to that. It's Percival getting turned round. I think Elof was coming back off the big...
We just missed it. Just missed it. Ah.
Henry keeping up the pressure on Philip Minnaar, indeed. That is, it's thick and fast up at the front end.
And just
13 minutes left.
Just to think that is a red lap there for Henry at a 146.7. So it is his slowest lap, but still very much on the back of Philip.
And it's in the 46s. It's just terrible to see. But this is international competition drivers that you're looking. Philip Minnaar's spent a good 2.5, 3 years now racing on the international stage. And you can see the skill and the car control and the performance. It's very good. So in his Ferrari. Oh, hard braking into second chicane. He misses the chicane. The Aston Martin of Van Deventer gets out the way and continues. And I suspect Tian should hopefully give that position back. We'll see as they track along further. And that's a Chris with a K, Peterson in the Honda. And he's up the inside. Oh, that Mustang almost got sideways. But Chris giving a Van Deventer's Aston Martin a lot of pressure as they come around Lesmo too.
His pronunciation is Van Deventer.
That's it. That's I'm sure what I said. Just I had a delay in what I said.
Oh goodness. Well, there we go. We've got Bernard who has just subscribed. Thanks very much there, Bernard. Much appreciated. Yeah, just not finding a way. VT Berta, he's starting to close up onto Louis, and it looks like he is actually pulling Rob van der Heever with him. Will there be
a huge run?
Rob just backing off on that, and the big Mustang goes up on the inside, making the move. It actually looked pretty simple in the end, but I'm pretty sure he was shouting to that brake pedal, stop, 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 stop.
And good, clean, respectful driving. Van der Heever, Serfontaine, everybody keeping their wits about them, watching their radars, and good pass mate. And now the attack coming back. But thinking twice about it and falling back in line as they go through the second chicane.
I was just going to say, that Merc takes the curb. That Mustang takes the curb so well. So a little jump here to Jason Farmer. 0.4 behind Henry Platt, who has Mohat Musa right on his tail. And looking at the lap times here, and I'm looking at Henry Platt, Jason Farmer, Mohat Musa, then Ruan Heineke. 147.7, 147.6, 147.7, 147.7.
Yeah. Very, very close. Paul the Wolf Fenter up ahead in his Aston from LNR is starting to feel the pressures. These guys are busy closing in on him. And Paul doing good in 8th, and this for your top 10 with Jason Farmer all over the back of Mr. Platt. Having a look, trying to get in his head, but not close enough. And hard on the brakes as they come into the first chicane.
Yeah, that time all the guys were about 0.6 slower than the previous lap. So in the low 48s there, the 5 of them, or the gaggle of them. What do you call 5 sim racers together? A pack?
Yeah, 5 racing cars. A pack, a wolf
clan?
pack, a gang.
So for those English teachers out there, let us know what is the correct group of sim racers very close together. I always thought it was a four-way horse.
Lots of horsepower, something like that.
Something like that, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Brandon Kruger down, and I'd say definitely out of where we're not expecting to see him, but starting to look for an opportunity ahead of Rob van der Heever. We know that he was just behind the pack when we had Vierte Botha going past Louis and Rob. But it looks like Brandon just struggling just a little bit with that straight line speed, because just not able to get that Mustang in a position, or the confirmation, some damage there on the front. So that's definitely not helping his drag coefficient.
Aerodynamics. Exactly. Yeah, the aerodynamics. He's had a contact somewhere. You can see the bonnet's up, so he is slowed down on speed, but still pushing nonetheless. And Van der Heever is feeling the pressure, having to run defensive as they come down to Parabolica.
And it looks like Brandon just pulled out of that at the last moment, not wanting to create too much of a problem. We do need to just jump up here to 12th place. Well, there's been a position change between Isham and Jason. Let's go back and pick that up. So Isham actually moving to the inside of Jason. Jason trying to go very, very wide, and both drivers holding the line through that, and that's how you do it, too wide through the first chicane.
Driving there by both drivers, knowing the other drivers there, and on they go to carry on with their lap. Race is already flying by. We've only got 7.5 minutes left here as we see Moort Musa now closing in on the back of Henry Platt's Mustang, and Moort showing some good speed in the trusty BMW.
Whoa! That was Henry launching that Mustang over the curbs, and it just seemed to have eaten up that little sausage curb on the inside. Is this going to be an opportunity for Mohat to go on the inside? I can tell you something, it doesn't look like Henry wants to give him an opportunity. Going around the outside is an option. Can he try the cutback? Doesn't look like he's able to.
Put flat as they exit Parabolica, and Moat's going to be hoping he got a better drive there. Henry Platt definitely had a bad line through Ascari, and it did slow him up a bit. Moat now going to be sending it up the inside. He peels across to the pit lane. They're now side by side, so he essentially is side by side into that apex. And around the outside, and Henry bounces the car off that inside curb, and that allows Ruan Heineke to come sailing past and take 2 positions because of that little bit of and he's actually giving the position back, so that's great racing.
Great sportsmanship there from Henry Platt. A little contact between himself and Mohat, and even though Ruan Heineke taking advantage of that, Henry deciding to rather let Mohat go past, that he had won that place fair and square. That's what the SARCO feeling is all about.
Indeed, he even flashed his lights to say sorry, so you can see what's in the guys' minds most of the time. I see the braking markers have been demolished there for Lesmo too, so a couple of guys I expect will be running a little wide as they come through that second right-hander. But Jason Farmer following Isham as close as possible. This for 13th and 14th. Very close as they come through Ascari.
And I'm pretty sure that Antonio is sitting on the edge of a seat saying, "Come on, Jason, my boy!"
Exactly. Here we go now, coming down to Parabolica.
Jason trying to go around the outside, but the car generally just understeers a little bit there if you don't get that entry correct. But there's something happening a little bit further up. Mohat looks like he has got ahead of Ruan Heineke. There we go, confirmation. Antonio saying, watching through my hands as usual.
Right, Moat into 8th place, Ruan in 9th, and the the Ford Mustang of Henry Platt right there. So these guys will continue. Dropping further back, we see
So that was Brandon going to the outside, Rob going quite an entry, quite tight entry into Parabolica, just scrapping some of that speed, and Brandon is able to just slot it up on the inside and do the little cutback.
As you saw, Ferrari traveled too wide, a lot of marbles on the outside there of Parabolica. But, oh, look at this, he's back up the inside and has retaken that position. So, heading towards the second chicane. Brandon pulls off. Here we go. Side by side. Oh, almost turned in. Realized he's there, and Brandon takes the position back. Sure. Chop and change on within 2 corners here, Dylan.
So it looks like BMW off the curb, and he is safe. We saw Isham, that rear just lifting, catching a little bit of air, and going side by side is Henry Platt with not Isham, but Sanjan Pillay. Henry now just slotting behind the Ferrari Alpha 1 Esports driver.
I've just realized what's going on here is that I'm watching the YouTube feed and you going, oh, before the accident's happening. So I realize I'm watching the delayed stream. So excuse me for that. I'll catch up with you. All good.
And all I have is myself to blame. Oh, no!
Oh, no, indeed. There's a huge collection. Yeah, the Mustang has gone.
So we've got Brandon and Sanjan, not Sanjan. Oh, Sanjan just slowed down just to try to give Henry that inside line, just clipping the rear and unfortunately spinning him around.
You've worked out that you're not sharing anything for me, and that's why I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
I am 100% confident that is the problem. And I can most 100% confirm that I can fix it for you.
Thanks very much. That'll solve all our problems, because this delayed transmission has just been driving me insane.
And all I can say, if only you had told me earlier.
Yeah, I was happy on the YouTube stream and my feed, but right, we're down to 1.5 minutes. It's almost done in the first sprint race. Chris Heineke saying he got a DC. That is terrible. So Chris on the YouTube, he's out of this. Can you not get back in for second race, Chris?
So Henry Platt and Fleming Bauer changing positions. Looks like Henry just falling down a bit, with Henry having a little Fleming having a little look on the inside of Matthew Wadley. Oh, that's massive understeer there for
Henry.
For Henry in the Mustang.
Also showing a lot of damage on the front of that car. So aerodynamics must be absolutely shot. And there's no downforce. Car washed away at the exit of Parabolica. And Renner is up the road in the Ferrari and on his way. Henry Meyer, here he is. At least, sorry, Philip Minnar. On his last lap. Henry Mayer's dropped back, and Philip already arriving at some of the back markers. But yeah, you're right, Dylan. That Mustang just sails over those sausage curbs, flashing at the back marker, letting him know he's coming. Who kindly does move over, and Philip Minnar coming round Parabolica. And this looks like it's going to be the end of the first sprint race. So another big drive from the man, with Henry Meyer not that far back, 2.6 seconds back. Henry Meyer over the line in second, and then the rest of the field, here they come.
Whoa. So that was Johan Blocknote having a massive set on the inside there, flashing lights. Daniel coming home in Fourth place, Michael Donaldson in fifth. What's happened to my mouse? Why are you doing that? Then we've got My Name is Jeff in sixth. Then Paul Fenter, seventh. Great drive there for Paul No Wall Fenter. Mohat Musa in eighth. Then ninth place, Ruan Heineke. 10th place is Jason Farmer. Great result there for him. Ishan Domingo in 11th. Chris Wall 12th. Jude Neville up to 13th. So recovery there from that 19th after that contact. Matthew Wadley into 15th. Sorry, I did miss you, Sanjan. 14th there for Sanjan. Wadley 15th. 16th is Gideon Renner. Leon Elof in 17th place, 18 Henry Platt, VT Butter in 19th, Fleming Bauer 20. Then it is Louis, Brandon, Herman, Rob, Christopher the K, Darren with a D, Etienne with an E, Johan van der Vette 28th, Tyler Scott 29th, Tristan in 30th, then 31st, Andre Gabrielsa, Robert Stoltz in 32nd, and the last of the guys on the lap flip on sale, then Ulrich in the 34th place with Dale Price in 35th, and Tyron Marburg 36th, and the last of the circulating drivers, Brandon DeSantos in 37. Yowzers.
That was hectic. I see Verona's down at the bottom getting a DSQ. I'm not sure what that was about or how that might have happened, but possibly speeding into the pit lane or something like that.
Yeah, so drivers who didn't finish is Chris Memo, Jean-Ray Jabalani, Andres Herodio, Brandon Holzhauser, and Sean Lerero. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was incredibly close, incredibly tricky.
Herman Percival on the YouTube saying goes from P25 to P12, then bumper cars. It's wild out there.
Yeah.
Kalen Mawa, one of our other fellow drivers, saying good game, well played. Don't go anywhere, Kalen. We've got heat number 2 coming up in about 3 minutes, and that'll include another set of flying lap or 1 lap qualifiers, and this time it's at night. So it's a whole different ball game at night time. So we'll see if there's a shift in the starting grid once we get this going.
100%. Well, let's get this cracking. And Audi car owners looking for top-notch car service and repair without breaking the bank? At VA Auto Repairs, we're the VW and Audi specialists you can trust. Our expert team ensures quality repairs and maintenance with a guarantee of satisfaction. From brakes to engine overhauls, we can handle it all. Your car is in good hands. RMI approved, we deliver excellence at fair prices. Your safety and satisfaction, our top priorities. Book your car service today. Visit our website or call 011 315 4001. And don't forget to quote SARCO when making your booking. VA Auto Repairs, your trusted partner in vehicle care. Okay, we're just waiting for the last of those 2 minutes to tick over. Just give the guys a little bit of a break for those who have needed to just go grab something to drink. They have done so, and we should be ready to go. Oh, the free practice is only starting now. My bad. And yeah, we do, because I thought I'd click the button and then realized I might have missed it. So there it is.
Right, you're back. Here we go. We can now see, and guys are in the pits. 1.5 minutes to go, and then the timing system will switch over, and it'll be quali, and we'll see the bunch of cars peel out. And remember, it's only, how long is it? 10 minutes?
There's only 10 minutes to get 50 cars around to get their qualifying lap in.
And everybody in the YouTube, please don't forget to click on the like button, click the little thumbs up icon. It does help for the community, the sponsors, and everybody involved so that we can bring these to you live. So don't be shy. Also subscribe.
Look, I kind of noticed what was happening, but in the last 12 minutes, we've had Johan Blechnoot, Motsamai, Oratelli, Happy, Tabo, Sanele, Mo Mini, Ephraim, and Alex. All of those have now followed us on our Facebook page. So guys, thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. That is a massive following there in such a short space of time. So thank you.
Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. Right, here we go. 5 seconds and counting. You're about to see the entire, well, not the entire field, but there we go. Sunset. Oh, the sunset's fast in Italy, Dylan. And off we go.
And yes, what I wanted to say is that you should have a nice view of the nighttime, is that it's not too dark and just giving you just enough so you're able to see the cars but also see what's happening further down the field.
And Jason Farmer's the first man out as he gets down to T1. And also at night, as you can see, it is not floodlit around the track, only the main straights. So the guys are going to be totally reliant on what they can see and muscle memory of the track through their headlights. And it makes for a very interesting drive when you can't see lines on the track or braking markers, etc. So times shouldn't be or will probably not be as quick as they were during the day. But drivers obviously being a little bit on the got their focus on and very nervous about getting a track cut and invalidating their lap. So they're rather going to just get in one good solid lap and as best as they can.
And here's some of the guys that I'd spoken to them today, and they're saying like, maybe I shouldn't qualify. And I said, well, here's the problem. If you don't qualify and you're not in the pack and you're not racing against the guys that are the same, it is very difficult for you to overtake those who are just a little bit slower than you, gain up that place, then try and catch up. It is actually quite tricky to overtake on this track.
It is. It's not the easiest track, and together with that, let's not forget there's 40-something cars on the track, so it's a lot of cars to go by, and everybody is trying to gain a position and make up places. So guys are not going to freely, easily move out your way. It's the prerogative is up to the quicker driver to get past cleanly, and that's where we're going to see the action happening.
So we are just remembering that Jason Farmer, he is the first out to start that flying lap. See, Donald de Villiers is just having a little breather, saying, "Yo, what a race!"
So indeed, Jason Farmer going around the back of the track and into the second chicane. He will be the first to clock in an official time. Then it'll be My Name is Jeff in his McLaren, who will be second, and third will be Jude Neville, and fourth Etienne Mouton. That's the first sequence of drivers, but we're going to watch.
Look, in the next 23 seconds, it is going to be rapid fire.
Exactly.
And we just hope that you all ready and listening. Andre, you can see in that McLaren just touching a little bit of those curves, and that McLaren did not like that at all.
No, it doesn't do it as well as the Mustang does, but there we go. Right.
So,
Jason Farmer.
Here we go.
Here we go. Jason, down to Parabolica. This is going to be your first official time. I've been watching him. He had a pretty neat lap. So this should be in the 47 somewhere. And first man up. 47.4. It's a great lap. Second man up. It's My Name's Jeff with a good-looking McLaren.
on his flyer.
On his starting his flyer. Etienne Mouton
goes to second. VT Botto crosses line in fourth. Ulrich de Jaco, he crosses line now currently in third. We do have Paul Fenter that he's currently in second place with VT Botto now dropping down into fifth. Coming around is Christoph with a K starting his lap. Then Agamemnon Veronis, he goes into sixth place. That is Brandon Holzhausen. He crosses the line in sixth. Next up, Chris Wall. That's third place there for Chris. Sorry, just missed car number 31. Louis Serfontaine crossed the line, eighth there for him. Next to approach the line is Philip Minot. And we are going to miss that car that is right behind him, but we'll just check if there's a time that is put up. No time, so those are out laps. Herman Percival goes into third place. Johan van der Venter approaching the line next. That puts him in 11th position. Brandon De Santos goes up into 11th, bumping Johan down. Then Dale Price crosses line. That's in 8th place there for him. Currently 22nd, Henry Mayer crossing the line. Flying lap beginning for him. Siren Marburg flying lap for him as well. Then Flip Van Sale 10th for him in his Mustang. Up next, Robert Stoltz flying lap for him. My name's Jeff in second place. Very nice. Then Louis Scherrero. Sean Lorero. I don't know what happened there. I think he might have invalidated his lap and just stuck it into the wall on the inside. Johan Blocknote is on a flyer. Tristan, he approaches the line and on his flyer. Second place for the German International, followed by Brandon Kruger, wanting to get higher up in the qualifying for this round, I'm sure. Tyler Scott goes to 17th, just missed car 8. Isham Domingo, 5th there for him. That's a great place for him to be starting. Henry Platt beginning his flyer.
Jason Farmer up into second place there. Great lap by Jason. Moord Musa now in pole, a 147.2.
Philip Minard.
Oh, sorry, in second place, sorry.
Philip just now taking that away from him. Chris Heineke crossing the line, 5th place for him, so that drops down Jeff Isham and Paul Fenter. Next up, Ruan Heineke. On his flying lap, my name is Jeff. No, that's Rob, not Jeff.
That's Rob.
18th place, Henry Platt crossing line, 2nd place for him. I've just missed car 13. Siren Marburg in the only Lamborghini. He approaches line and crosses in 28th. Then Robert Stoltz. I do remember seeing him starting his flying lap.
Car 13 was Fleming Bauer, and he got himself up to 3rd.
Great lap there for Fleming, and that is a 147.1. Gideon Renner. Flying lap starting for him. Johan Blocknote, 4th. Tristan Herbst, 15th place there for him. Next up, Brandon Kruger. Will he be up in the top 10? Third place there for him.
Great lap.
Next up, Henry Platt, and we're looking at a 146.2, 146.8, 146.8, 147.1. Henry Platt going into a 16th place. Johan Blocknote, 147.1. Mohamed Musa, 147.2. Jason Farmer, 147.4.
Daniel, the Hitman de Villiers, comes round in the big Nissan. And behind him, it's Darren Thriller Miller. They're starting their laps now.
Andres Rodo, 13th. Sanjan Pillay starting his flying lap.
So 4 cars left, and then that'll be that. But another great lap by Philip Minnar. Quickest a 146.2, Henry Mayer 146.8, and Brandon Kruger 146.8. 3 cars in the 46s. Fleming in 4th place, a 147.1, and Johan Blichnout, your top 5, a 147.1. Gideon Renner comes over the line, and he goes up into 5th place, demoting Johan Blichnout. So Gideon Renner 147.1. There are 5 cars there in the 47.1s, 47.2s. Watching Daniel around the back of the track, Lesma 1, Lesma 2, and he's going to be, well, there's only 4 cars left, so we'll cover these as they come to the line.
I see Johan VDB saying the server seems glitchy, but with me just looking at all the pings of everyone, it seems pretty stable on my side, Talk, so maybe just check what's happening, but don't go and reset anything. Just you'll unfortunately just have to drive through whatever it is that you've been given. Okay, here we go. Crossing the line now, that puts Daniel into a 4th place. Next, Thriller Miller. Oh no!
He didn't count.
He didn't
invalidated.
Count. 9th place there for Michael Donaldson, and Sanjan Pillay 15th place there for him. I'm sure Darren is kicking himself.
Yeah, he does feel the pressure in qualifying quite a bit, so he must have run wide somewhere. But very powerful top 5 here. In fact, very powerful top 10. Let's make no mistake. It's Minnar from Mayer, from Kruger, De Villiers, Fleming Bowers top 5. Gideon Renner in 6th, Johan Blichnout 7th, Moort Musa in 8th, Michael Donaldson in 9th, and Jason Farmer, your top 10.
Nighttime T1s ish is all I can say.
Gonna be a walk in the park, man. Come on, let's be positive.
Yeah, completely. They've learned from the first time now.
Exactly.
Had to have.
I saw an interesting race last night, by the way. Jardia Overseas racing in ACC, and they had made a GT3 and a GT4 2, whatever the class is, for an admin who was in a pace car, in a BMW M2, whatever it is, one of the smaller little cars from the other groups, and he was the pace car. And when there was a huge drama and whatnot, the pace car came out the pits, and they all accumulated behind him, and then went round the track at pace car speeds until he pulled off the track, and then they carried on. It was very interesting.
That is interesting indeed.
Yeah, very clever. Okay, 2 minutes and counting to heat number 2, coming to you from Monza. Track temperature 16 degrees, a little bit cooler, so I'm sure some of the guys who are comfortable in the dark should be putting in some fast laps. 11 o'clock at night here. The Tifosi are around the track and in the pubs and restaurants, drinking vino and throwing pizza slices everywhere. Dead quiet on the grid.
So I actually like just waiting for those cars to start, and then you see all those lights start coming on.
Yeah, it looks amazing at night. This game is a really stunning game. CJW Racing on the YouTube. Hi boys, and Antonio, let's go. Round 2. Have a great one, guys. Thanks for all the support and all the various team support out there. It's awesome to see you guys.
And guys, don't forget to remind the drivers you're supporting to DM us a little snippet of a replay that each of the drivers have got to get that overtake of the day, and we'll review it. We'll put it on our socials, and we want to be able to share those amazing moments. Here we go. Here come the lights. This is one of my favorite parts.
Lights, camera, action, volume.
Look at that.
10 seconds.
Okay, let's head up to Fleming Bauer for the Pandacity Infiltrate.
Off we go. That looks amazing. You got to dig it.
Oof. Some flashing of the lights there from Adendo de Villiers in 4th place.
Okay, everyone riding their brakes, warming up the discs. Need a lot of braking power going into T1.
Green light, green light.
Green, and we're off. Heat 2 of the Monza sprints. And here we go down to T1, and literally they're almost 3 abreast just behind this bunch. Oh, this is not going to end well.
Tap the brakes, tap the brakes, tap the brakes to show the guys ahead that you're braking. Oh, well, that was 3 wide, and that seemed very, very convincingly through there. But now there seems to be a little bit of a gap. That means that there's something happening down at the back here, but they are still moving, which is fantastic to see. Still have some yellow flags further down. Mohat still looking for an opportunity, but no space to get through there. Oh, great move there by Mohat. There was just enough space on the inside there, and he manages to just sneak through there.
Dylan, just to give you a heads up, there was a massive collection through the right-hander after T1, and there's 5 or 6 cars that have gone back to pits. It was just a chain reaction, and a bunch of cars hit a bunch of cars. I've got my name is Jeff in the pits, Sunjan's in the pits, Isham Domingo, Paul Fenter's back in the pits, Tian Elof's back in the pits. It's just been carnage at the back.
That's not good to hear.
You sound so morbid, but let's go and see what's going on. Oh! The grid.
That's the guys coming through Ascari, hitting that curb and just about sending it up into the wall. Gideon Renault just controlling that Ferrari. The Ferrari definitely not liking the little curbs, and almost a repeat of the first race. Henry Mayer still trying to hang on to the back of Philip. Donald de Villiers down in 3rd place. He's got Brandon Kruger right behind him in that Mustang. Oof, little bit of contact, but they carry on fighting. A little flash there, an apology.
Yep, he went past Brandon actually, so up into 3rd and Brandon back 1. With Donaldson right there in 5th place, Renner not too far behind, and the rest of the field as they come into the 2nd chicane. Here we go, Brandon Kruger up the inside. De Villiers goes over the 2nd part of the chicane, and Brandon Kruger doesn't like that and flashes away. We'll let them sort it out amongst themselves, but Michael Donaldson's looking at this and going, hang on, I'm going to come join this. He arrives there with the Ferrari in a rate of knots, and here we go.
A little bit further back, Fleming Bauer is closing up on the back of Christoph. And just behind Fleming is Jason. Behind him is Herman, and then Ruan Heineke, and that is the positions from 8th down into a 13th position. We dropped down into 18th, and Andres Rodio on the back of Matthew Wadley with Ulrich de Jager. Point 3 is Wadley up on the inside, is able to just defend that position and not let Andre take advantage of that. There has been a position change. VT Buerta just dropping back, and Agamemnon Veronis going up. That is wide there for VT.
Oh, very wide as he bounced off that sausage curb, and now side by side as they come down to Parabolica.
Michael Donaldson is in pits. Let's go see what had happened there. It looks like he just went to the pits.
From 31st, I count over 10, 12 cars in the pits at the moment.
Do you think that might have been not enough fuel? Hold on, there's a position change here. Philip Minor is in second place with Henry Mayer in first, so we've missed whatever's gone down there to give Henry the lead.
And I can tell you that happened before the start-finish line. So that happened either through Ascari or around Parabolica. But Henry came down into T1 ahead of the Mustang and is starting to slowly eke out a little bit of a gap, actually.
And I can tell you that that move has completely brought the chat to life here. We see Tina saying Lekker Henry, Mondre Claassen saying Lekker Henry. Tina saying it actually happened in Ascari.
Real.
But some action happening for first and second, but we still have the same action happening further down for second and third. For third and fourth, man. Dylan, read not what you're saying.
Brandon Kruger all over the back of Daniel. And just behind him now we have Gideon Renner with the unfortunate demise of Michael Donaldson going into the pits. So I cannot answer your question if this was a fuel related issue. He did come out the pits, but the collective damage is now coming out the pits now, Michael Donaldson. So that was like a long stop for whatever reason.
So there is some pressure being applied by Ruan Haneke onto Herman as they go into the second chicane. It looks like Ruan is just losing a little bit of ground there as he starts closing up onto the back of Jason Farmer, is Herman.
There are a total of 10 cars sitting in the pits right now. That's how bad the extent of what happened through T3, the right-hander between the first and second chicane. So a lot of people had a lot of drama there. A lot of guys have dropped down. But those on the track, it's all happening, and we're going to try and bring it to you as close as possible.
Lucas saying a lot of coconuts.
A lot of coconuts. That's the way to put it.
A big pile up at turn 3, so yep, we'll definitely need to go and let's just say it seems the racing stewards are going to have quite a busy weekend.
You want to drop down to 25th, Dylan? Jean-Andre Bierkes. Oh, and there's just a bit of contact happening. That Mustang, he did catch it and got it all sorted out, but there was a little bit of a rear-ender going on as they came into Ascari, and now you can see them trying to sort it out as they come out the back end of it.
So there's Brandon DeSantos in 26th place, who has Darren Miller behind in 27th. Just behind them is Jude Neville, who has just got a place over VT Buerta.
And Tyler Scott picking up a stop-go for speeding in the pit lane. So that's unfortunate for that man. Philip Minor back into pole. First place. Mondre saying the blue flag gave Henry a hard time there. So Philip has passed him, and there's a half a second gap between the two of them. Daniel de Villiers still in third place, with Brandon Kruger feeling the pressure coming from Gideon Renner now for 4th and 5th place.
Yeah, it seems like Brandon was putting the pressure on Daniel, and Gideon saying, hold on, why are you pressurizing him? I'm going to come pressurize you. And that McLaren.
Oh, that was Brandon Kruger bouncing off the curb and hitting the Nissan of Daniel.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Daniel went just a little bit wide, just caught the sand on the outside, just changed the car, slowed it down a bit, and the Mustang behind just carried that momentum and caught the rear of Daniel.
Yeah. Daniel now struggling with the pace and has Henry Platt coming past him. But here we go to down to T1, and the Nissan showing substantial damage on the front. Henry Platt moving up and into 13th place.
The next closest battle, Ruan Heineke, is going about 0.4 quicker than Herman, but doesn't look like he's able to just get that place going. Oh, Andre off, and losing 2 places to Louis and Agamemnon for his troubles.
Brandon DeSantis down in 26th place, feeling the pressure coming from Darren Miller. And these 3 cars, this is Bierkus, DeSantis, Miller and Jude Neville.
Oh, that was a great drive there by Darren. Just slotting up on the inside, and it looks like Jude's going to try go with him. Little touch there between the two as they go into the first of the Lesmos. And
Jude Neville gets the pass done.
Follows Darren and gets that place indeed.
Ulrich Diacher right behind Matthew Wadley, I beg your pardon. So this one of the closer dices happening on track as they come onto the start-finish line straight. And Ulrich going to be hoping he can get closer down into T1 and maybe send it up the inside. I think he's too far back here.
Yeah, and McLaren on Ferrari. And I think the Ferrari is a little bit better on the brakes, so he should be able to just fend off that attack quite easily. The gap now between the Philip and Henry out in front is now increased to 1.8 seconds.
Samuel Chris on YouTube saying he got caught up in lap 1 shenanigans. Yeah, there was a lot of drama happening through T3 there. Bad luck, Chris. But look note.
Chasing Bauer.
Bauer, Fleming in comfortable 6th at the moment. Better than he was in Heat 1. And again, it's Mustang versus McLaren. A lot of these dices around. Up ahead, it's Moat Musa in the BMW M4 holding on to a nice 5th place. So Project Vapor hanging on. His teammate got very badly collected in that T1 drama, so he's flying solo up here at the moment. But onto the main straight we go, and Fleming pretty close on the back of Moat Musa's BMW. So not too worried about Blicknote behind him, and busy looking at the BMW and whether he can get by. But here comes the Ford, cubic inches down the Monza straight into the braking zone, and they, oh my word, super close, but everyone slows down, and good clean racing.
And if you look at the lap times, Fleming and Blicknote were both 0.5 of a second quicker than Mohat on that lap. Mohat only had a 147.3, Fleming a 146.8.
So they are closing in on the BMW, even though they're having their own race.
Just wanted to, I'm going to come back there now. I just wanted to pop down to see what was happening here, because this is Tristan Herbst trying to find way around Andres Rodeo, but it looks like Tristan just battling to get those the laps together there.
Oh,
couldn't get the car stopped
himself. No, little bit of a tap on the back, and they both go through second chicane. Right, here we come up to Ascari, and it's Blicknote still looking. Fleming Bauer going nicely through there, not too badly over the curbs, not too smoothly either, and Blicknote got a much better drive through Ascari, coming down to Parabolica, and it looks like he's going to be looking to jump on that McLaren over the down the main straight and into T1.
It did look like Mohat did get a better exit out of the Ascari, and that's just given him a little bit of breathing space between the two behind. But we know how quick those two cars are in a straight line. You can see closing the gap to the BMW ever so slightly as they get closer into the T1 and the first chicane.
While that's happening, drop down to 15th, please. Wadeley, as they go over the start-finish line, they were closer, but Herbst and De Jager, they were all there, and everyone's looking to make an attack. Oh my word! It was close under braking, but
so comment coming there from Andre saying, "Come on, Fleming and Musa." And it's wait, where did the other one go? Can please put the corner back? So he deleted his message, but I saw it.
And De Villiers also on the YouTube saying GG's. He unfortunately had too much damage from that collection, and he's out unfortunately. So bad luck there, my guy.
Oh, there's been a change of positions here, which we have going to be able to catch. So it is Herman with Chris Wall ahead, and Herman looked like it was just okay, you have a go, unless he realized that maybe he was faster than him. But back to this Musa, Bauer and Blocknote battle.
Here we go.
Oof, Mohat is not in a good shape for this lap. That McLaren is definitely poised to strike. He's going to have to go around the long way. But with Mohat...
And here comes the Mustang.
Oof. Mohat going and turning in early just to minimize the opportunity to need to go too wide there. Fleming now forced to go the long way around of turn number 3. But now, while we've got Fleming chasing Mohat, Johan Blocknote goes ahead, and there in the background there, you see just on the left, he's trying to try go around the outside in the Mustang. Blocknote not able to do so, but we've now got Christoph Pettersson to join the party, and now we have a SARCO four-way horse.
And Blocknote getting that pass done quite reasonably cleanly, but Fleming's not going to let him go. And he's going to have another attack and another go. And as you say, there comes Christoph Peterson in the Honda just behind. So 4 manufacturers here, and Christoph's now side by side and sails past Fleming.
And that's we saw that the rear of Fleming, that McLaren just letting go as he touched the exit, coming out of the second Lesmos, and that just killed some of his drive. And unfortunately. Sure, that was wide.
He almost lost that car right there. Good catch. But here comes Jason Farmer to come and attack. The poor old Fleming is just feeling it from left, right and behind. And he's just going backwards now with up ahead Gideon Renner.
Oh, Gideon, there's not much space on the inside there. But it looks like he has got a great drive. He's used that slipstream to his advantage. They are now going to be a side-by-side. still side by side through the first two chicanes, and there's another little four-way battle behind us, and that is still the Mohat Bloknoot, Christoph Van Fleming. So Gideon now trying another opportunity, trying to just unsettle his opponents ahead of him.
This is an excellent race that we're busy watching. Renner attacking Kruger, and Kruger just holding his nerve as we sit in the cockpit now and have a bird's eye view of what Gideon Renner is looking at just up ahead of him, and it's just big cubic inch Ford Mustang rear wing. The headlights and the reflections on the bridge, it's an amazing sight.
Oof. Whoa!
Big catch.
Big catch there for him. And you can just see that Mustang is not scared to just put that car straight over that little sausage curb on the inside.
Indeed. Gideon Renner in a much easier to drive Ferrari, and having to take huge risks as they went through Ascari, but he's still here, and he's going to apply the pressure now again as they come onto the start-finish line.
So I know that this is also hot and happening, but I want to just see Bloknoot, because now he's in that that Mustang behind the BMW of Mohat Musa, and I'm almost certain that Bloknoot is going to be able to get side by side into turn one, but Mohat's forcing the drivers to go around the outside, which gives Mohat the entry on the first chicane, and you see they have to just slot in behind, and that's kind of been Mohat's go-to. The guys just not finding a way to get past.
And Christoph Pedersen just behind them, holding off Fleming Bauer as well, as we drop down to Jude Neville side by side here with the BMW of Dale Price, and Jude goes right around the outside through Parabolica. That was a great pass, Ed.
Yeah, indeed it was. Bloknoot in a 6th place, last lap 147.1 versus Mohat Musa 147.4. Christoph Peterson 147.1. So these guys are within 0.4 of a second of that lap, of each other on that lap, not of that lap.
Oh. Veronis in 24th getting a DT, so he's in the pits, and he'll have to serve that out.
And I'm assuming that's for track limits.
Yeah, no time, too many track cuts, and that's it, game over. So what is happening here?
Yeah, well, we saw Chris Wall going past, and now all of a sudden he's slotted right behind Herman's slotted right behind Chris, so I wonder whether there was a little bit of contact that allowed Chris to go past, or sometimes we don't get the full story, but they definitely are back to racing.
Indeed. I was just watching further down in the race, Michael Donaldson managed to go by Jean-Andre Bierkes, and is on his way and up into 24th. But
Ulrich the Yaka. Oh, Matthew just closing off that space there. Ulrich trying to go around the outside of Matthew, but Ulrich going. No, not going to happen.
Yeah, good defensive positioning by Matthew Wadley in the Ferrari, and they carry on. You want to jump back up to 5th place there, Dill? Mohat Musa now getting a gap, but we've got Peterson and Bloknoot just behind. And Christoph Peterson wanting to get by this Mercedes. He's managed to shake off Fleming Bauer, and he's joined this battle. And will be attacking the Mustang of Bloknoot very shortly. Fleming obviously feeling the struggle with the McLaren and not able to carry the same pace through over the various chicanes, and sausage curbs, and he's falling back a little bit.
So
Brendan Kruger.
I got white flag warnings for Brandon and for Jason, and they just came on at the same time, but I'm confused because they're nowhere near each other. So here we go. Mohat defense Musa. Yeah, he's definitely has figured out how to protect this corner. They've tried various occasions to go around the outside, but Mohat is just putting their car in the right place. But now I think he's going to leave himself vulnerable here. Mohat will have to give a little bit more space there. All good. All good.
Mohat Musa doing an excellent job in his defense. He knows all about defending and where he can and what he can do. And in all fairness and respect to everyone involved, no contact. The guys are aware of what the guys are doing. So great to watch. Huge applause to all the drivers for their respect and capable driving.
Yeah, it looked like that was Fleming Bauer that just put two wheels on the dirt there. But he is not out of this battle just yet. He is still trying to get back up the order.
Just watching Philip Minnow going around Parabolica. I think this is the last lap.
Leaders on final lap.
And he starts the last lap. So it was literally a second to go, and I think he's gone through for... He has. So Philip Minnow on the final lap of the second sprint series, and 1.8 seconds up the road from Henry Mayer, who in turn is then 10 seconds ahead of Brandon Kruger, with Renner not too far back, and then Musa in your top 5 so far. Looking here at Mohat Musa running defensive down the front straight again into the first chicane, and now they're both side by side, and now it looks like Blicknote has managed to get that done indeed, and Christoph Peterson is coming with him. So Mohat Musa now going to be struggling to hold off the likes of Christoph Peterson in the little Honda as they come up to the second chicane. He's on the inside, and just behind Fleming Bowers come to join this party as well. Side by side they go through there, and that's forced Christoph to fall in behind Mohat Musa, and now Fleming's looking.
And Jason Farmer is now in shot and ready to pounce on whatever position he can get in this last lap. Yeah, that was actually a great move there by Blicknote. He knew exactly what Mohat was doing. He had to get alongside Mohat and not exactly allow Mohat to close up that inside lane for the second phase of that chicane.
Yep.
And he basically earned that space, and Mohat had to let him through as the sparks fly from the Honda.
Philip Minnow goes over the line. That's your winner. Philip Minnow takes first place, and it's Henry May in second.
Brandon Kruger across the line in third, with Gideon Renner in fourth. Blicknote comes home in a well-fought fifth, with Mohat Musa sixth, Peterson seventh, Fleming Bauer eighth, and Jason Farmer in ninth place, followed by the Rowan Heineke bringing up the last of the top 10. Then it is Chris Wall, Herman Percival, Henry Platt, Matthew Waderley, a drag race there between him and Andres Herodia. What a shot! August Leocha in 16th place, then Tristan Herbst in the only AMG, followed by Jude Neville in 17th.
Then we have Rob van der Heever coming across. That would be 18th. Del Price, he's coming in 19th. Louis Safontaine follows right behind him, with Brendan DeSantis in 20th. And then Michael Donaldson coming round Parabolica for his last time. John Rebecca's in 22nd, Andre Veronis in 23rd, Andre Gabrielse in 24th, and Jan
VT
van der
Bretta.
Venter.
Yeah, Van der Venter, there we go.
Stoltz, then Paul Venter, and my name is Jeff, with Tian Elof and Isham Domingo rounding it all off.
So I have been clicking on the different drivers, but for some reason it hasn't been changing their cameras. Well, guys, thank you very much. We are going to quickly just get the top 3 in. Don't go away. We will be back shortly. Too silent. So they thought we were gone. That we had fallen behind. But in the dark, we've been preparing. We've sharpened our skills. We've refined our craft. And now, we're back. A new era begins. 6 weeks of racing. 2 different formats. Sprint racing and 75-minute races. 6 tracks. Nürburgring, Germany. Kalami, South Africa. Monza, Italy. Silverstone, Great Britain. Barcelona, Spain. Spa, Belgium. SARCO Season 1 2025. Brought to you by Lekker Rubber with NAG. Supported by MSI, ALM Solutions, VA Auto Repairs, and Celtic Tuning Midrand. SARCO, the way. And Audi car owners looking for top-notch car service and repair without breaking the bank? At VA Auto Repairs, we're the VW and Audi specialist you can trust. Our expert team ensures quality repairs and maintenance with a guarantee of satisfaction. From brakes to engine overhauls, we can handle it all. Your car is in good hands. RMI approved, we deliver excellence at fair prices. Your safety and satisfaction, our top priorities. Book your car service today. Visit our website or call 011 315 4001. And don't forget to quote SARCO when making your booking. VA Auto Repairs, your trusted partner in vehicle care. There we are, up and running. Johan, if you can come and gooi with us, asseblief, man. We want to have a chat to you. So while we're waiting for Johan to come in, let's have a go. Henry, a previous SARCO champion, 2 second places for you back to back, chasing down Philip. There was a time in the second race where you did get ahead, but it seems like a little blue flag driver just impacted, and unfortunately that place was given back. Listen, anything can still happen. We know that he has had that one moment where the qualifying didn't serve him well, so who knows? Who knows? Philip, back to you. Qualifying was definitely on point this time round, and leading from the front. A little bit of a moment there where Henry did get back, but was that all good? And you just knew that you'd have that pace to hunt him down. No ways. I can tell you from our view that Mustang was eating those curves alive. Jeez. We are coconuts, exactly. Good luck. Let's go to you, Johan. A third place there for you for the overall. Interesting battles for you. Definitely fighting for that place. But yeah, welcome to SARCO. Yo. Yeah, and we saw that Michael went into the pits. I don't know if you know anything about why, or we thought it might have been fuel related. It was the qualifying fuel still in the car. Does feel crazy. Well, guys, thank you very much. It was an absolutely exciting race out in front. It looks like our stewards are going to be quite busy this weekend with some incidents in the beginning there. But nevertheless, we don't come to look at the incidents, we come to watch the racing, and there definitely was some amazing racing. Alan, I don't know if there's anything from you that you'd like to add? Well, guys, only a pleasure. Thanks so much. A big thank you to our sponsors, Lekker Rubber and NAG, MSI, ALM Solutions, VA Auto Repairs, as well as Celtic Tuning Midrand. For you, if you want to support the guys that support SARCO, all the details will be put into the description. And I got the description all wrong. Somehow the preset loading didn't link up, but we'll get that sorted for you. Don't worry. Thank you very much, guys. And all I can say is with that, keep practicing, keep racing, and thanks for watching. Yos.
Too silent. They thought we were gone. That we had fallen behind. But in the dark, we've been preparing. We've sharpened our skills. We've refined our craft. And now, we're back. A new era begins. 6 weeks of racing. 2 different formats. Sprint racing and 75-minute races. 6 tracks. Nürburgring, Germany. Kalami, South Africa. Monza, Italy. Silverstone, Great Britain. Barcelona, Spain. Spa, Belgium. SARCO Season 1 2025. Brought to you by Lekker Rubber with NAG. Supported by MSI, ALM Solutions, VA Auto Repairs and Celtic Tuning Midrand. SARCO.